Let's do some blues stuff, man. Let's make it easy. Hit your fat string, open low E, which is a great sound. Now bring up your index finger to 2nd fret, 5th string, that's a B. So that's actually called a root and a 5th. 5th note of the scale, which sounds like this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Like do, re, mi, fa, sol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why it's a 5th. 5th note of an E major scale is a B. Alright, which is just a great shape. Great sound for rock and roll. Or, if you're playing with Johnny Cash, you might have to play some. A root and a 5th. It's a really solid, stable sound. So that's hitting them separately with a little bit of palm muting. Now if you hit them at the same time, get that power chord sound. So don't be afraid to spend a little time getting your E5 figured out. That's your index finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. Let's make it kind of bluesy and do this like so I'm just picking back and forth on those 2 strings with my right hand, my picking hand. Right hand is sitting on the bridge here. I like that little corner of the bridge here with this part of my hand. It's called the hypothenar. Sits right on there. Just rests there. Just kind of hangs. It's much better than holding your arm in space, I think. And using your shoulder, just let your hand sit right there. It might feel a little strange, but watch a lot of guitar players. You'll see a lot of people keep their hand right there. Anyway, what we're doing is adding a 6th note of an E major scale up here. Yikes. That is 4th fret, 5th string. And that's the 6th note of the scale. Let me prove it to you. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. If we count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it just happens to be a C sharp note. A C sharp note is the 6th note of an E major scale. We're adding the 6th interval to our little riff here. So we got a root to a 5th, a root to a 6th. You can remember that if you want to, or you can forget it and just enjoy the sound of it. But I think it's nice to know kind of what's happening under the hood of this crazy machine called the guitar. Eventually your index finger won't hop away. It might be going and big jump. And your hand wants to do that. Eventually, it's going to be more comfortable just holding that 5th. All right, I think you're probably getting the idea. Let's jazz it up a little bit by adding a flatted 7th, which is going to be pinky at the 5th fret of the 5th string, which is a D note. which it's going to sound like this. So if that seems like a big stretch, you probably need to spend some time getting your hand to kind of open up. Index at 2nd fret, pinky at 5th fret. You should be able to hold those without your hand kind of cramping up or spazzing out or these fingers flying in the air. Which you might, if you're not there, don't worry about it. Just let's get after it and get it. Let's get your hand stretched out and strong. And if you hit it every day, just like this, it'll be just like brushing your teeth. You won't feel a thing hardly. It'll be easy. You won't have to think about it. Now, why is that a 7th? You might want to know. Let's check our scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. The actual 7th is at the 6th fret, which is a D sharp in an E major scale. But when we say, that would be a major 7th. But when we say 7th, we mean E dominant 7th or E with a flatted 7th, which is a lot different. So let's say it again. When I say E 7th, that means we're flatting the 7th. That's the truth. A major 7th is not flatted. It's just a natural 7th of the scale. Here's our major 7th. In blues, that's kind of a too much of a major, happy, kind of like hymn, country sounding interval. So we flat it, make it mean, dirty, and nasty. And that's flatted 7th. Let's do one little ending. I'll shut her down. Check this out. That's a nice ending. So I'll show you that, and I'll shut my beak. Here it comes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. And I'll just keep cranking out some kind of simple, easy, fun stuff that anybody can do. Thank you.